Hello, welcome to Critical Joke Theory with your host, G.D. Fenderson, Certified Forensic Humorist. Now with new joke technology. Hi, I'm G.D. Fenderson, Certified Forensic Humorist at large, but I'm losing weight. Welcome to Critical Joke Theory, episode 41. Now with new joke technology. And open captioned for the humor impaired. Actress and Broadway legend Chita Rivera dies at 91. Winner of 2 Tonys and a Medal of Freedom, as well as a number of other honors, Rivera will be remembered for dozens of roles, including her iconic portrayals in West Side Story and Chicago. Cheetah was Anita before Rita was Anita. She was also Velma Kelly in Chicago, and her performance left you jonesing. In parting, I say, bye-bye, Birdie. Joe Madison, the Black Eagle, is dead at the age of 74 of prostate cancer. Joe was a prominent voice in the Black community, and he challenged you by asking you, what are you going to do about it? On a personal note, I learned a lot from him. He taught me that in politics there are no permanent friends or permanent enemies, only permanent interests. My heart goes out to his wife, Sherry, and the rest of his family. Joe and I didn't always see eye to eye, but we did go toe-to-toe with respect. Rest in peace, Black Eagle. And to be honest, I always hated that moniker. Really, there's no joke there. Although, first bye-bye Birdie, now Black Eagle, I could use a golf story. President Joe Biden and First Lady Jill Biden will join grieving families at Dover Air Force Base on Friday for the dignified transfer to honor 3 American service members killed in a drone attack in Jordan. The service members killed Sunday were all from Georgia: Sergeant William Jerome Rivers of Carrollton, Sergeant Kennedy Sanders of Waycross, and Sergeant Breonna Moffett of Savannah. Sanders and Moffett were posthumously promoted to the rank of sergeant. President Biden, in moments like these, has been dubbed the consoler-in-chief, unlike his predecessor, who was not dignified. Besides, remember the last time we trusted him to transfer something? Biden has declared that the U.S. will retaliate using multiple measured means, which could include striking military targets, some cyber attacks, sanctions, and something from behind curtain number 4. At the risk of sounding as old as a 2024 presidential candidate, I remember back in my day when we would just send in the CIA, topple the government, and replace the Shah, and say, did I do that? The House passed a $78 billion tax relief bill to expand the child tax credit and reduce some small business regulations in a bipartisan vote. Hardline GOP lawmakers took aim at the expanded child tax credit, arguing that the provision would grow the welfare state. They are holding fast to the old adage, the Lord helps those who help themselves by pressing the poor. We are here to help the billionaires' estates fare well. Senator Chuck Grassley said the quiet part out loud, mainly because at his age, he says everything out loud. We don't want to do anything to give Biden a victory during an election year. Would it hurt those hungry children to miss a few more meals between now and November? An Ohio man has been sentenced to 216 months in prison for trying to burn down a church that showed its support for the LGBTQ plus community by hosting a drag show. Amen Penny, 20, of Alliance, Ohio, was arrested and charged in 2023 with 1 count of violating the Church Arson Prevention Act, another count of using fire to commit a federal felony, a count of malicious use of explosives, and a count of possessing a destructive device, according to the Department of Justice. Wait, you can't bomb a church if your name is Amen. That would be as if Jeffrey Dahmer's middle name was Vegan. Can I get an amen? Penny pleaded guilty to the church arson, hate crime, and using fire and explosives to commit a felony on October 23rd, 2023. Penny is a member of the extremist White Lives Matter Ohio group and another organization called the Blood Tribe. The men in these groups wear matching outfits and march around in a well-choreographed routine, kind of like a drag show. According to Forbes, a Pennsylvania man was arrested for allegedly showing his father's decapitated head on YouTube. Justin Moan was ordered to be held without bail on Wednesday after being charged with killing his father with a machete and showing his decapitated head on a YouTube video, a local prosecutor said. Justin Moan of Middleton Township was charged on Wednesday with the first-degree murder abuse of a corpse and possession of an instrument of a crime, a machete, in Bucks County Court, where a judge ordered the 32-year-old to remain in custody, the district attorney's office said in a statement. Charged with the abuse of a corpse? I think the abuse came before it was a corpse. If this were a golf story, I'd say he really sliced that one. In the 14-minute YouTube video, Moan called his father a traitor to his country, displayed his head twice, and said that his father was burning in eternity. Eternity by Calvin Klein. It has a nice, watery floral scent. Justin Moan also railed against President Biden and Black Lives Matter while voicing right-wing conspiracy theories. Black lives must matter more than his father's, or else this would have been a hate crime too. Eternity by Calvin Klein. The feds did not raise interest rates, so no one else's interest was raised, and no one cared. And finally, Elon Musk, shown here at lunch saying, "Hold the chips," the billionaire founder of the neurotechnology company Neuralink, has said the first human received an implant from the brain chip startup and is recovering well. The patient, however, will not be able to use the chip until he receives a blue check mark. The hope is that patients with severe spinal damage will be able to function and operate devices with the use of their brains. Trump supporters are ineligible for the Neuralink chip since you have to have a brain and a spine. If you did not see that line coming, you most likely are a Trump supporter. I am G.D. Fenderson, certified forensic humorist, now with New Joke Technology. Thank you for watching Critical Joke Theory. Be safe out there and don't feed the crazies. Critical Joke Theory with your host, G.D. Fenderson, certified forensic humorist, now with New Joke Technology.